tal, chicos? ¿Cómo estáis? ¿Todo esté bien? ¿Qué tal, chicos? ¿Cómo estáis? Vale. Bueno, pues estamos aquí otra vez. La última victoria ante Philadelphia Phillies, siempre me sale Eagles. Siempre tiro para... nos ha dado ilusión un poco, nos ha levantado la moral después de muchos partidos perdidos. Y bueno, ahora tenemos la serie con Miami Marlins. Tenemos que intentar levantarnos de esta. Vamos a jugar la serie entera y si va bien todo, si estamos motivados, pues puede caer la de Cleveland perfectamente, ¿eh? Así que bueno, vamos a intentar jugar y vamos a ver qué pasa. En Miami. Sí, ya ha jugado Adam contra los Phillies. Eduard Julien entra en la rotación. ¿Y por quién? Ah, por Tyron Taylor. O sea que se ha ido Tyron Taylor al banquillo. Bueno. Brandon Nimmo necesita descanso, venga. Juan Soto necesita un día. No, todavía no. Pues venga. Eduard Julien. Hola, Ralph, buenas. Que lo adquirimos en el anterior vídeo por trade. Yo no lo conozco, pero bueno, tenía 82, así que algo hará. Venga, vamos a ver si podemos mejorar de estos últimos partidos. Brian de la Cruz. Y a ver si podemos ganar. Yo me conformo con ganar 2. Con ganar 2 de los 3 me conformo. Eury Pérez. Venga, Starling.
Well, I'll say this, every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city.
No,
this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers, they haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one. The pitch. Swings through that one, it's a strikeout.
Pues que perdió 8 partidos seguidos, Alan. A 9, no sé. Se puso la cosa fea.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field. Here's Juan Soto, and that's in for a strike. And there's a foul ball.
Lástima.
The 0-2. Stays
bueno,
alive.
lo salvamos. Le pega fuerte, el pavo.
And that one gets past the catcher.
Bueno.
McNeil into scored position on
Vamos
the
una
wild
base.
pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. Kicks and deals. Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
Sí, lo es, me lo habéis dicho.
And down on strikes he goes, and there's two
Bueno.
away.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump
Venga,
one
Pete.
that lasts for several games, even a week or more. No, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Bueno, pues se va a ir
Runner at second, two
el
down.
primer inning con una segunda base. Una pena. Pero esto se acaba aquí.
Connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Pues queda mucho, queda para eso.
Back here with my pal Singy, and on the mound in this one,
Tim
Kodai
Anderson.
Senga. And Singy, that may be his name, but the strikeout is his game.
Well, Brooke, I can tell you've been working on that one, but yes, you are right. This guy's strikeout per 9, over 11. I mean, that's just getting it done. There are a lot of strikeouts in that other lineup, and when you look at what he's able to do, man, it's going to be a fun one to watch today.
Fouls one off.
Bueno, cuidado, Cuidado.
Good job to fight that one off. Here's a 2-2. Spoils
Oh.
the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. In the air, center field. Marte makes the catch.
Anda, mira,
and
está
there's
Marte
one
aquí.
gone. And time down for the Marlins lineup. Batting 7, someone they're hoping breaks out in this one. Nick Gordon.
Yeah, Boog, hitting under that Mendoza line over the last 10 games. He's definitely going through a tough time at the plate right now. I think some of that's probably bad luck.
Este se supone, ¿no? Que es el
But clearly he's looking to make some adjustments to get back on
el
track.
fiera,
So we'll
por lo
see
que
what he
dicen
does in
en
this one.
la
One out,
transmisión.
bases empty. Out to
Uf.
center. Marte in position. Makes the grab for the second out. Luis Ariz stands in. And a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. On the ground right side. Julien gathers.
Ahí está,
and throws
perfecto.
to first. Out number
Anda, mira,
3.
Julien.
And 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. And welcome back to the ballpark.
Eduard
All set
Julien,
for the
zurdo.
start of the inning. Here's the second
Pues a ver qué
baseman,
tal.
Eduard Julien. And that one is
Bueno,
lifted
primer
in the
flyout.
air. Sizing this one up.
En New York Mets.
Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down. Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Second inning here, no score. Foul ball still
Uy.
0-2. One down, base is empty. Just misses. And that
Va a estar
is
difícil
ball.
hacerle pupa a
Looks
este.
like he thinks that should have been a strike at the top of the zone, but doesn't seem to be too upset. That's just a case where I think he's trying to get a
Va a
better
ser
feel for
difícil
the
hacerle
umpire's
pupa a
strike
este.
zone and what he's going to be calling. That's just a part of pitching.
The pitch. This one high in the air to left center. As this one sized up. He's
Va a
got it.
estar
And
difícil.
there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. Lifted in the air down the left side. And it
Bien.
drops in. So he gets on base and keeps it going. And next for the Mets, Francisco Alvarez. Lindor on the move. That one ripped.
Wow, va muy alta, cuidado.
That's back there.
Cuidado.
And that one
Vamos.
is gone.
Vamos.
He flexes his power with that swing.
Bien,
And just like that, they're
Francisco.
out front. It's 2-0.
Sitting first pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. He guessed right, squared it up, and he made it look way too easy.
Bien, bien. Bien, 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 bien. ¿Qué pasa, Arwen? La dificultad sigue igual, ¿eh? No la he bajado. Ni la voy a bajar. Esta es la perfecta. No he podido ver la emoción. Bola. Vamos, base.
I don't care what some players might say. Nobody likes getting hit by a pitch unless you're in an 0-2 count and there's a knuckleball.
Starling, venga.
Starling Marte up to hit. Led off the game with a strikeout. On the ground. Slings it across.
Se han confiado, ¿eh?
And that's the third out. But two come across to score in the inning courtesy of this two-run homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game.
Bueno, bien. Buen home run de Francisco, la verdad.
Bottom of the second at the plate. Jazz Chisholm Jr. There's a strike. Senga, an all-star a season ago. He features a four-seam fastball, a forkball, a cutter.
Pero este no estaba en los Yankees, tío.
Next offering is in for a strike.
¿Qué pasa? ¿Lo trajeron a la temporada o qué? Si jugó la World Series, ¿no? Buenísima. ¿No? Hicieron trade, ¿no? Supongo.
Josh Bell at the plate now. Right through there for a strike. The Mets leading by 2 here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. That's in there. And it's 0-1. That one fouled off.
Fuera. Bueno, pues ahí está Julien en primera. Bastante pronto, vale.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's down. One hops off the wall. And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
Una lástima.
Everything came together for him. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Nick Gordon stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. And a foul ball left
Tyron no llega.
Fastball for a strike. The Fish trailing by 2, bottom half of inning number 2. That one missed. Bounce to third, and it finds its way through for a hit. Coming home. Now a long throw home. It's offline. The run comes in.
Well done. Drives in the run. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
That's in for a strike at 95, and it's 1-1. Gordon off of first with 2 away. And a strike in there.
Bueno, por lo menos hemos reducido el daño. Este que llevaba 5 de 36 pues ha hecho hit. Así están las cosas. Una pena.
Back here in Miami, Jeff McNeil stands in. Perez back to work. And that one fouled off.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit. Just not able to square it up.
Venga, va.
And he deals. Lined into right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One down. Juan Soto down. Struck out swinging his first time. Out the swing, and that is strike 1. Soto a former home run derby champ, hitting third in the lineup, and they traded for him earlier this year. Fought off foul.
Qué pena, tío.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Chisholm pulls it down, and there's two gone. Here's Pete Alonso. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Sharp ground, that's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Qué pena, tío.
Man, those are the types of
Bueno, ahí Eduard Julien, nuestro nuevo fichaje, flyout como flyout Mets, nos van a llamar.
When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Julien, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. Bounce to the right side, and he grabs it in foul ground.
Lleva 10 partidos seguidos haciendo hit, pues aquí se le va a acabar.
In the air, left side.
Otro flyout de mi primo.
Nabs it, and that'll do it.
Venga.
And we're back, set for the bottom of the third, and now the DH, Drew Waters. And that's a strike. That misses the zone, ball one. And that's in there at the knees. And that one is inside. High fly ball, right field. Soto going after it.
Claro, Alan, es el 24, sí.
One up, one down. So the lineup flips over. Here's Tim Anderson. That's off the mark. Ball one.
Yo, pero a swing, macho.
Home team down a run here in the last half of the third. That one fouled off, 2-2. And another ball.
¿Ball? ¿De qué?
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting a call. He probably should have gotten it. Didn't let it affect his focus. And he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
De La Cruz, the next to hit, takes ball one. And a good eye there.
Problemas.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock.
Gracias, Arwen, tío.
Extends the inning.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
To the right side. Throws the first time, and that is that.
No, voy a sacar a dos así, Julian.
They're down.
Bien, bien.
Start of the fourth, and here is Tyrone Taylor.
Más rápido que Jeff se le ve. Muy alta. Juego los fly balls, tío.
And puts the squeeze on that one. And a quick out, number one. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Singled and scored his first time. He swings and fouls one off. Got the bat going too soon and strike two.
Sí, sí, muy soon. Con el ansia.
Not even close there. And that's ball one. And a curve misses outside. Out towards right center.
Otro flyout, venga.
Chisholm sizes this one up. Brings it in. Two away. 2 outs, base is empty. And stepping in for New York, Francisco Alvarez. Out towards
Ojo,
center. Sizing
Ojo,
this one up.
No. Uf, qué pena, tío. Qué pena, macho.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Chris, he's currently the team leader in stolen bases. The pitch. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And the righty deals. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And a pitch. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one carried. And brings it
Vamos, Juan, enorme. Uf.
Here's Josh Bell. Went down on strikes his first time through. That's in there. It's 0-1. Fastball for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
This to center field. Marte drifts towards it.
Marte,
Hauls it
bien.
in for the out. Next to hit, Jesus Sanchez. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Foul ball there.
Tío, no la coge nadie ahí, ¿o qué?
2 outs. Up and in. Gonna count 1-2.
Vamos.
Outside
Bien,
pitch got the
Kodai.
better of him that time. Miami. Back here at Lone Depot Park. New inning getting started. And now, Brett Beatty. Perez back to work. Outside. And that's ball one.
Ya tengo que estar con la cabeza más fría, por las bolas.
Top of the zone for a
Eso es
called
strike porque te lo sacas tú del bolo. Pero bueno.
And a pitch. And there's a ball.
3 bolas debería llevar, ¿eh?
Big swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings and
Cago en
misses.
el-
Struck him out.
Back-to-back homers and back-to-back whiffs. And I tell you what, that's having a feel for what you can beat a hitter with. And clearly, he wasn't picking up that breaking ball at all.
Vamos,
Base hit
Sterling.
center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Bien, bien, bien.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of
Venga,
the way
Jeff.
early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
And a pitch. Popped.
No, tío.
Bell settles under this one. Drops into the glove. And there's 2 down. Juan Soto up now
Venga,
for the
Juan.
Mets.
Va. Es el momento.
Puts it in the air out towards left center.
Va a llegar.
Pulls it in on
Qué
the
perro, tío.
run. And that is back here in Miami. John Sciambi with my buddy Chris Singleton. And set to get us started. Bottom 5. Nick Gordon. And a pitch. Sliced hard but foul. Here's a 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him
Vamos.
swinging. Christian Bethancourt getting ready to hit. Ball 1 there. The Marlins trailing by a run. Last half of inning number 5.
1
He
1.
was late there. Strike 1. That
2-1.
one not close. Ball 2. There's a swing and a miss.
Buenísimo ese swing.
And those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will
Oh.
play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
The punch out there picks
No
up
lo quiero decir muy
strikeout
alto,
number
pero
7.
Kodai está hoy bien, ¿eh?
Drew Waters stands in. Swings through that
Buenísimo
one for
ese swing
strike 1.
también.
No ball, 1 strike.
Wouldn't chase that
Ahí ya
time.
no ha caído.
That clips the zone, and the count is 1-2. The Fish down by a run here in game one of this 3-game set. Gets a piece and stays alive. That one just
¿Qué dices de bola, tío? ¿Qué dices de bola, tronco? ¿Qué dices de bola, tío? Me jodas. ¿Qué dices de bola? Me jodas. Ya estamos, tío. Ya estamos, de verdad, con las bolas, que no son bolas, tío. Con las bolas que no son bolas. Con las bolas que no son bolas. Vale, digo, que...
Righty delivers. That one down the line, and that's just foul.
Ahora hit y carrera y me joderá el partido, tío. Lo bien que íbamos. Una bola que era strike, tronco.
2 outs. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Just missed. And that one hammered. That's back. He won't get there. That should
Es que estaba claro que iba a joder el partido, tío. Lo han conseguido, la verdad. Han conseguido joderme el partido. Gracias. Han conseguido joderme el partido, la verdad. Esto me viene muy bien para mi moral ahora mismo. Bueno, pues ya me ha jodido el partido. Estaba saliendo todo muy bien. Demasiado. Demasiado. Bueno, ya me ha jodido el partido. Ya estoy fuera mentalmente. Ya me ha jodido el partido, ¿ves? Ya me ha jodido el partido.
Swinging a foul straight back. What makes him special is a lot of pitchers lose movement in their stuff the deeper they go into the game, but he's just different. We see plenty of break in his pitches, even when he's running a little low in the tank.
Era bola, claro, eso era strike, pero bueno. Ya está. Era strike y ya está. Y 2-1 y a empezar el sexto. Pero claro. Lo que hay.
Just off the outside part of the plate. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it, on to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Pues estaba huevo para darle, primo, de verdad.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Chisholm calls it in, and there's 2 away. Here's the left fielder, Tyrone Taylor.
Hala.
This one popped up, foul ground, first base side. And that is that. Nothing doing.
Pues nada, ahora 3 o 4 carreras y el partido al palcazo.
Luis Arraez. Fastball for a strike. Arraez, 26 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year.
Esto está más perdido que perdido.
Rips that one to right. 1 away. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Up the middle. In plenty of time to first, 2 up, 2 down. And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. Bell puts it in the air out towards left center. Marte hauls it in to end the inning. Sixto Sanchez taking over on the mound. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. The wind of the pitch. That one the other way.
A las manos.
The catch for the out.
Todo lo grande que es el campo, ¿eh?
The next to hit.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact.
Uf, no me gusta cómo lanza. Malo. Malo.
And a foul ball. And here it comes. Next offering popped in the air, right field.
Joder, si nos dieran premios por tirarla alta y que la cojan, ¿eh? Sería una cosa... Estaríamos primeros. Y habríamos 70 victorias. Ahí está. Mr. Flyout no fallando a su cita. Mr. Flyout no fallando a su cita. Pues muy bien. En 3 golpeos eliminados. A ver si pasa lo mismo con nosotros.
That one in there across the letters.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity.
Pete Alonso tiene unas manitas complicadas, ¿eh? Tiene unas manitas jodidas,
Christian Bethencourt, the next up for the Marlins. Towards first, Alonso. He takes it on his own. Marlins set down in. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to begin the 8th. Here's the center fielder, Starling Marte. Here's a rocket to right field.
Ahí está.
No trouble here.
Qué bien.
It away for the out. And there's one.
Somos buenísimos.
Now at the plate, Jeff McNeil. 1 for 3. Line drive.
A las manitas al mismo, ¿eh? Perfecto. Al mismo. Venga, tú también. A las manos tú también, venga.
And that one pulled foul. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 8th. Not close with that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a foul ball.
Fly out, yo creo, ¿no?
That one is absolutely belted.
Ah, pues no.
And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. In with a double, and the go-ahead runs at second with 2 out.
These hitters today are
Bueno, el Pete Alonso, que es una lotería.
They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
¿Qué es esto?
Now here is Pete Alonso.
Pete Alonso, pues esto. Es una lotería, ahí está. Joder, qué pereza, tío. Qué pereza, ¿eh? Es una pereza terrible, tío. La verdad.
Back here at Lone Depot Park, bottom of the 8th, and the batter now, Drew Waters.
Me da una pereza.
Edwin Diaz comes on now,
and if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
That one drifts inside. And that skips in the dirt. Swing and a high fly ball.
Tyron.
Brings it in. And there's one away. Back to the top of the Miami order. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Tim Anderson.
No ball. 1 strike.
And it's 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Got him. 2 away.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Kicks and deals. And another ball.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Fouls one off. 2-2. kicks and fires. 99 miles per hour to finish him off.
Bueno, pues última oportunidad para hacer algo. Está en el stop. Este lleva 10 partidos dándole, fíjate, y a este no. Y en este no. En este se le va a acabar la racha. Uf, ya ves que se le va a acabar la racha. Ahí está. Muy bien, Julian, ¿eh? Buen debut, chiqui. Al bate. Perfecto. Quedarán las anales de la historia del equipo. No voy a anotar. No voy a anotar. Todo se va a avalar en el picheo. Y ahí me van a hacer pupa. Voy a perder por una decisión arbitral. Qué fuerte. Qué fuerte. Qué fuerte que voy a perder por una decisión arbitral. Voy a perder por una decisión arbitral, te cagas. Te cagas.
Back here in Miami, we head to the bottom of the ninth. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Arias. The 0-1. And ball one.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Ripped, but it curls foul.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. He's got it, and there's one down. Jazz Chisholm Jr. will hit next. And he grounds one to the right side.
Pues ahí está la derrota. Ahí está la derrota. Estaba claro, la verdad. Estaba claro perder. Uf. La verdad es que estaba clarísimo que íbamos a perder. Estaba como el agua de claro. La verdad, una pena porque hemos jugado bien. Y una decisión arbitral pues nos va a condenar. Una pena. Pero esto se veía venir. Esto se veía venir. Esto se veía venir. Esto se veía venir. Derrota. Venga. Hazlo con honrun, tío. Acábalo con honrun y ya está. Porque esto es... Ahí está. Ahí está. Derrota. Derrota por una decisión arbitral. Enorme. Enorme. Dan ganas de volver a jugar. Muchas gracias. Bueno, pues ya está. Pues ya está. Una bola que era... Bueno, pues ya está. Ya está. Ya está. Ya está. Se acabó. Se acabó. Se acabó, se acabó, se acabó. Esto ya se acabó. Una decisión arbitral. Hasta luego. Por una decisión arbitral hemos perdido. La vida es así de dura. La vida es así de dura. Una puta bola que era strike y así, así pasa. Es lo que hay. Es lo que hay. Es lo que hay. Uf. Venga, las manos. Ya no lo conocemos.
First pitch misses.
Y Filadelfia no para de ganar, que lo estoy viendo abajo, tío. Es que me pone enfermo, la verdad.
And that one fouled off.
¿A las manitas otra vez? Ah, no, esta bota. Qué raro.
So a man aboard now with one away.
Qué raro.
And man, I'll tell you, a line drive like
Hombre,
that in the
Stewart, ¿qué
gap
pasa?
just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time
Venga.
and in control from start to finish with your swing.
The pitch. Fouled off. He was late. Man at first, one away. In the air, out towards left center. Squeezes it. 2 down. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. 4th on the National League RBI leaderboard. Late on that fastball.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the second game of the series. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
2 outs. That one hammered center field. Way back there. Hauls it in on the warning track. Bottom of the first. Here's Tim Anderson. He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100. Nimmo snags it, and a quick out, number 1. Next is the designated hitter, Brian De La Cruz. And first offering is fouled off. 1 out, bases empty. Good eye in that spot.
1-1.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 1-2.
1-2 the count.
Here comes a pitch. Way outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information, but the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there. And it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
And first offering is fouled off. And that one is inside ball 1. Arrives, leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Ya sabemos cómo va a acabar esto.
And a pitch. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And he deals.
Ya sabemos cómo va a acabar
esto. Last one deep to left center. Taylor going back. Hauls it in on the warning track. 1 left. Second inning set to go. Here's Francisco Lindor. Luzardo back to work. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
The line to kick the pitch. In the air, out towards right center.
Fly out, girls. Fly out team. Somos el fly out team.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Good power. Not great in the OBP.
Ellos no hacen ni un fly out, nosotros. No paramos.
So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Waste no time there. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Tyrone Taylor now at the plate as he swings through strike one. And that one is lifted in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit. Lead runner around
Me la juego a tercera.
to third,
Bueno.
not in time. And it's runners at the corners with one gone.
Uf, Omar
So
Narváez.
one out with two aboard.
Doble
And
play
now
como tu cabeza es esto.
Narváez. Hammered, and this one can
Hombre.
be extra bases. One runs in.
Hombre, Omar.
Rounds third, headed for the plate. In to score from first. It's 2-0.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Put a pretty good jolt into
Bien,
that
Omar.
one. Great swing, nice
Muy bien,
balance,
chico.
and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
One down.
Hombre, ¿qué dices, Edward?
Up now for the Mets.
¿3 flyout o qué? Vamos a por el cuarto.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Anderson to first. That's the
Venga,
second
está
out.
bien.
So the batting order turns over. And now here is Starling Marte.
Ahí está.
Right side.
¿Cómo no, macho? ¿Cómo no?
Bell makes the grab.
¿Cómo no?
And that is that. But they'll pick up a couple runs here. Both
Bien,
coming
Omar.
on this two-run double. Bottom half of inning number 2. And now it's going to be Nick Fortes. First pitch doesn't find the
No
zone.
me gusta nada José Quintana, la verdad.
Looking for that shutdown inning, get that hot team back in
No
there
me
to swing
gusta
the
nada.
bats.
Not even close there. Now 2-0. Our plate umpire, Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, with Hendricks, Boo, kind of interesting. He's a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of favors one side of the plate more than the other. So it's really hard to know for sure, but I think that usually it has to do something with where he sets up prior to each pitch.
Lindor on to first. That's one out in the bottom of the second. Josh Bell at the plate now. And first offering is fouled off. Quintana, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a four-seamer, a curve, a changeup, and occasionally mixes in the slurve. One down, base is empty. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
That one fouled off. Two outs, base is empty.
Este fue portada de un Madden, ¿no? O sea, de un Madden de un MLB, yo creo.
Next pitch just misses.
La verdad es que pinta un poco trambólico el chaval, ¿eh? Buenísima, José.
Nothing doing for the Marlin. And we're back on to the
Hombre,
third
Jeff,
inning.
pasa,
Jeff
hombre.
McNeil stands in. The pitch. That one inside. 1-0. Luzardo, the lefty who lights up the radar gun. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, a sinker, and occasionally uses a cutter.
A la
Now
manita.
it's DJ Stewart. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
The pitch. Swing and a ball popped
Ahí está,
up.
Flyout Team.
Anderson under it.
Flyout Team haciendo lo suyo.
Makes the grab and there's two gone. Here's Pete Alonso.
Bueno, esto es una caja de sorpresas.
Fly out to
Das
center.
un home run que casi nunca.
He swings and fouls one off.
Esto no sé qué decir ya con él. Yo que he llevado home run,
Line and
pero...
pitch. Swings through that.
I think he was a little excited there, saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up. He wants to have a good at-bat.
Wouldn't chase that time.
3 bolas, fíjate, como 3 soles ahí.
Swings and misses.
Bien,
And it's
Pete,
a 1-2-3
Armenio.
inning.
Es el mejor.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the third. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, number 54. Yeah. Swings and misses. 0-1. Good eye right there.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Here's a 1-1. Right side. McNeil. Slings to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. That one at the knees for a strike. And that's downstairs and outside.
Ay, las bolitas ahí. Ay, las bolitas.
Swing and a miss, and now 2-2. 1 down, base is empty. And a base hit.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And a pitch. And strike 2.
You know, that's a swing you'll see a lot against a good sinker. Just right over the top. Tough to barrel that up.
The Mets up by 2 here in the last half of the third. Bounce to the left side. Over to McNeil. Over to Alonso.
Vamos.
Double play.
Vamos.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete. It's the Mets 2 and the Marlins nothing. Back here in Miami, out of the 4th, and now it's Frankie Lindor. As he turns on the rubber, here with that good live arm delivers.
Vamos.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it.
Francisco, bien. Enorme.
His 13th home run of the season, and they add to the lead. It's 3-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home
Bien, Francisco.
run. They're having a great time out there.
Muy bien.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the
Boom.
plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside
Venga, bien,
fastball.
Francisco.
So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And there's a foul ball. 1 run across
Así
to the
puedo
frame
estar
so far.
cabeza
Top
fría
half
con
of
las
inning number
bolas.
4. In the air out to center.
Todo
Chisholm
decirte.
settles under it.
Venga, bien, Brandon.
Makes the grab, 1 away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to
Vamos,
stay
Tyron.
in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And first offering is fouled off. Kicks and deals. Way inside.
Venga, primera base.
Well, the worst part on that
Vaya
one is he
hostia.
lost control against one of the fastest guys
Omar,
on the team.
antes lo has
This might turn
hecho
into a double.
espectacular. Ya has cumplido, chico.
Narvaez, batting for
Ya
the
has cumplido.
second time, and that's strike 1.
Para mí ya has cumplido hoy. Venga, venga, muy bien. Tú evita el doble play, es lo único que te pido.
Left-hand batter waits. On a line, base
Bueno,
hit.
Omar, si te pones así,
Runner
chico,
touches second, headed for third.
muy bien,
They'll
¿eh?
have runners at the corners
Es el
after
jugador del
one out
partido de
single.
momento, ¿eh?
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Just a solid
Es el que está
swing.
moviendo cadenas, o
Got it
sea,
out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
So they're at the
totalmente
corners
impredecible.
now.
Venga, Eduard,
So
¿eh?
up next for New York, Edouard Julien. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. In the air, left
¿Vas a hacer
field.
flyout otra vez, chico?
And that is foul. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here in the second game of the
No nos
series.
podemos ir sin carrera de este inning, ¿eh? Por favor, os lo pido, de verdad.
And a swing and a miss, and there's 2 away. Back to the top of the lineup.
Starling, por favor.
Marte digs in now.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be
Por favor,
extra careful in this
Starling.
matchup.
No ball, 1 strike.
Dios. Qué pena, tío. Vamos. Bien, Starling, bien. Bien, Starling. Bien, coño, Starling. El bate al palcazo. Omar, muy bien. Muy bien, Starling.
Back here at Lone Depot Park. Now it's the DH, Brian De La Cruz. And the first pitch misses for ball one. And here it comes. That misses. 2-0.
Voy a pillar otro pitcher,
Out to short, Lindor. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
The rise takes low. Second trip to the plate in this one. Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. There's a strike up high. And 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1-2.
Now one missed.
Vamos.
And a miss, and he struck him out. And 2 away now. 2 outs, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Jake Berger. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
0-1.
Way
No.
out front for strike 2.
0-2.
Venga, José, por favor.
The next offering misses. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
José, por favor, acábame esto, tío. Uf. Venga, José, por favor.
And the pitch. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Kicks and fires. And that's in the dirt.
Se está poniendo el tema peligroso. Venga, sigue.
And now the lefty.
Venga, seguimos. Hasta que me haga hit, venga. Ya estamos acostumbrados. Vamos, coño. Joder. Bueno, DJ, lo que puedas. Poco. Venga, lo típico.
Settles underneath it. Makes the catch. And there's one away. Next is the cleanup hitter for the Mets, Pete Alonso. And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Love to see it. Power versus
Bueno, hoy
power
Pete
right
es el
there.
partido que no le apetece, como muchos. Ahí está, Pete.
Arise has it sized up. He's there. He's got it. And there are 2 outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Now up to hit Francisco
Otro Francisco, ¿no?
Lindor.
¿O qué?
Swings here and
¿Otro?
blasts one left field.
¿Otro?
Out of here.
Perfecto, Francisco.
Another homer. His second home run of the
Perfecto.
game. It's 5-zip.
Maybe he's starting to break out of
Vamos,
this
se celebra una
mini
victoria.
slump.
Aquí ya
That's the
cada
type of
victoria se
swing that
celebra
makes you
como,
think
vamos,
good things are coming
como una
his way.
Champions. Qué bien, Francisco, ¿eh? Muy bien, chico.
With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole
Pero claro, hemos
lot.
ganado,
He
claro.
absolutely tattooed it.
Base is empty with 2 away. Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. And first offering is fouled off. Up the middle, and that one
¿Llega
handled.
Brandon?
No play
Llega.
action infield single.
Well,
Llega
from the time
Brandon.
you're a little leaguer,
Brandon
you're
siempre,
taught to hustle out of
muy
the
regular,
box
tío.
and give it a full sprint through the base.
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Trevor
Trevor
Rogers.
Rogers.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Yeah, the batter now, Tyrone Taylor. And first offering is fouled off.
Pena.
Nimmo off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Third out, and that ends the frame. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. And the lead is now 5-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the catcher comes up to him, Nick Fortes. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Marlins just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Caught him looking for the K.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Bell, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
They got it for out number 2.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And a pitch. And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. And a foul ball.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5
Venga, chapamos
shutout
esto,
innings.
José.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a double.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. This is why hitters work so hard on driving the ball gap to gap in batting practice. There's a lot of room out there. And if you can rip one into that open space, it usually means extra bases. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Andy O2 battling here as he fouls it away. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Here comes a pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The pitch. And the 1-2 misses to even the count.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And another ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes the count. And there's a rocket.
Estaba claro. Era obvio. Era obvio. Era obvio. Estaba clarísimo. Estaba clarísimo que iba a suceder. Cero sorpresa. Estaba claro. Estaba más que claro. Estaba más que claro. Y esto no acaba, Esto no acaba. Esto aquí no acaba.
And it's second.
Esto aquí no acaba. Ahora honran ahora o algo por el estilo. Venga. Venga, seguimos. Hasta el hit y la carrera, venga, no. Ya lo sabemos. Venga, seguimos. Eso es. Venga, seguimos. Hasta que haga el hit, venga. Venga. Continuamos hasta que haga el hit, venga. Venga, seguimos. Seguimos. Venga, seguimos hasta que haga el hit. Venga. Venga. Otro hit que nos da la máquina. Como el robo de antes, venga. Hasta que no paren, no. Esto está jodido. Bien, Omar. Uf, queda muchísimo partido. Vamos.
And a pitch. Pop up here, third base side. Anderson moving under this one. One away. And next for the Mets, Edouard Julien. Late on that fastball. Julien in his second season, 24 years old, and he was born in Canada. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Pues muy bien, Julián, que está saliendo. La verdad, del campo, digo.
And next is the designated hitter, Starling Marte. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball. The lefty fires.
That's a ball.
Just missed.
Good location, good take. Sometimes you want the hitter to prove he can lay off that pitch.
And the 2-2. Stays alive.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch.
And he got him. Strike three, and that'll retire the side. Back down for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Brooks Raley.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And
muy bien, Brooks.
Finds its way through. And the leadoff man aboard.
Muy bien, Brooks.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
One ball, no strike.
Double play ball to second. McNeil. Lindor, that's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Muy bien, Brooks,
Luis
venga, otro hit, Brooks.
And there's a strike.
Now, these guys definitely looking
Otro
for a
giro.
big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run,
Eso es strike, pero
it
bueno.
feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Left-hand hitter waits. Line drive. Nimmo makes the play. And at first, Jake Berger now at the plate. That one not close. And that is ball one. Wouldn't chase that time.
2-0.
De La Cruz, the runner at first with two gone. That
3-1.
misses.
Right.
Ball three. And ball four, two aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
First and second, two down. Adam Ottavino
A tu
getting the
casa.
call to the mound.
Now pitching for New York, number 0, Adam.
There's a strike at the knees. In there at the knees.
Well, this is a higher leverage spot, and I love the way that he's turned things around. He's got 2 outs now ahead.
Vamos, bien Adam, enorme.
Fastball up in the zone. Clean
Enorme
work out
Adam.
of the bat. Here's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil, 1 for 3. In the
Venga,
air to
fly
left
out.
center.
Lo de siempre.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. DJ Stewart will hit next. And it's fouled away.
Espero que si ganamos le den el premio de mejor hombre del partido a este pibe, ¿eh? Venga, otro flyout. Es que ellos no sufren nada, tío. Ellos son 3 tiros, 3 flyouts. Y ya está. Ahí está. Perfecto. Muy bien. ¿Ves? 30 segundos. Y ellos venga, y venga, y venga, y venga, y venga.
On the ground to short. Toss to Alonso. And one away in the bottom of the 7th. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. There's the strike. And that one is inside.
Bola.
The Mets leading by 4 here, the bottom of the 7th. On the ground, right side. The throw to first, and a couple of quick outs. Now it's the right fielder. He swings and fouls one off. Next offering upstairs.
Cérramelo, Adam, por favor.
Yeah, that skips into dirt. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the second game of the
Bien, Alan.
series. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, but they get the
Bien, Adam.
first, and that'll do it for the inning. Starting
Venga. Francisco.
Rogers, back to
Otro ya sería mucho pedir.
Rip to short. Zips it to
Ay, qué
first.
pena, tío.
Lindor retired.
Bueno, lo de siempre, en un intento se van los 3. ¿Para qué vamos a hacerle de sufrir?
Swing and a line drive curling foul down the right side. One down, base is empty. Fought off
Bueno.
foul. The wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. Tyrone Taylor up now for the Mets. And there's a foul ball. Two outs. Pop foul out of play off to the right.
I wouldn't say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these pitchers really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope. Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
Fights it off. He'll see
A
another.
ver si le cansa el brazo un poquito.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Muy bien, Tyron ahí luchando. Claro que sí.
The 0-2. Foul ball left
Bien,
side.
Tyron.
He'll see another.
Siga sumando pitch, venga. Está bien, Tyron.
Bell should have this one. And he makes
Por lo menos
the
en la
catch.
casa de brazo un poco.
And that's the 3rd out. On to the bottom of the 8th. And now for the Marlins, Jesus Sanchez. The pitch. That's in there. That's strike 1. Just missed.
1-1.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
1-2.
And another ball.
Perfecto. A ver, Omar,
Narvaez hauls it in, and there's one away. So the lineup flips over, and now the shortstop, Tim Anderson. There's a strike. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Splits the plate, and it's 0-2. The shortstop takes the ball. And that just misses. He goes down looking.
Vamos, Adam Otavino.
2 outs, base is empty. Brian De La Cruz, the next up for the Marlins. Right through there.
La victoria se la van a dar a José, pero la victoria moral y de verdad es para Adam Otavino.
And that's strike 2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Right-hander kicks, deals. Keeps the at bat going.
La está oliendo, La está pintando.
And there's a ball.
No, esto es hit. Vamos.
Strikes. And good work there as he gets. And Ryan Weathers is coming on.
Ryan Weathers, esta ha salido antes, pues.
Narvaez at the plate. Foul ball.
Bien, Omar.
Weathers, in his second season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a 2-seamer, and he works in a changeup. Action in the pen down there. JT Shagwar getting ready to go. Razoban also getting ready. On the ground,
bien, Omar. Gran partido, tío.
On the bag, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th. Here's the third baseman, Edouard Julien. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-1.
Fouled off to the right. Swings through it for the K.
Gran serie el bar, La verdad es que estás demostrando tu fichaje muy bien, la verdad.
And a swing and a miss.
You're a ball, 1 strike.
The next pitch misses, and now it's even 1-1. Line to left. Sanchez makes
bueno,
the play.
Pues pichamos para ganar.
Last chance for the home team. Now it's the second baseman, Luis Arias.
4 carreras tenemos que evitar.
That's strike 1. Lifted in the air and
Eso se va afuera.
Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. On the ground, right side.
Venga, uno menos.
Takes it himself. 1 out, bottom of the 9th.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some runs while you're at it.
Berger stands in here, takes ball 1 low. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1-1.
The Marlins down by 4. They're in the last half of inning number 9.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's too high.
No sé yo, No sé yo.
Ball, another 2-2 upcoming. 1 down, base is empty. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Right-handed reliever gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
Got him. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
No,
Cortez in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. That one out to right. And it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in, and he'll make it safely. That's a double. Man at second here with 2 away. And here is Josh Bell. First offering, and it just misses. Runner at second, 2 down. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Right through there for a strike. Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2. Ottavino is just one strike away.
¡Vamos!
Swing and a miss, and he got him. Ball game.
Adam,
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home.
me quito el sombrero,
Players can
tío.
sort of come together, connect
Has
a little bit
picheado
more than they
como
do
nunca,
when they're
tío.
at home with their families, and that
Esta
can
victoria
breed
tiene un
to
nombre y un
success on the
apellido que
field,
es
as we
Adam
saw in
Ottavino.
this game today. Excellent win by this team.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton
Adam
and our entire
Ottavino
crew, John
ha sido el
Shabby
hombre del
saying
partido,
so
la
long.
verdad.
The final line score for this afternoon.
Bueno. Vamos ya. A ver. ¿RP qué es? Ah, vale. Vale, vale. Son todos como muy caros, ¿no? Matt Brass. Matt Brass. Joder, ¿qué más quieres, chico? ¿Estos tres o qué? Si quieres te doy aquí mi casa también. Están estos agentes libres, pero 70 de media no me vale nada, la verdad. Bobby Bailey. A ver. ¿Cómo podría yo cambiar a este por McGill, por ejemplo? Que en la vida real he visto que juega. Pitching rotation. A ver. José Quintana, Luis Severino, José Buto. Pero aquí no puedo seleccionar nada. ¿Por qué está empty? No lo entiendo. A lo mejor aquí. No sé, la verdad. Pero yo aquí no puedo llevar a nadie. En la lista de 40. Los 40 principales. ¿Y eso cómo lo hago? Roster. ...40 man roster. Pero aquí no hay ningún límite. Ah, es que este está en MLB. Move to MLB. Claro. Vale. Pues ya por lo menos tenemos a otro. Si uno sube, vale. Vale. Uno baja, entiendo. Pues aunque me gusta como lanza, Jay Dickman se va al palcazo, ¿eh? Move to remove. Vale, ya está. Vale, ya está. Bueno, venga, cerramos. Pero claro, ¿dónde está el Rasmus en este que he fichado tú? Ah, que está en la esta. Pero tío. Ya, pero tengo que quitar a alguien. Este pavo, ¿por qué no se ha ido, tío? Ya está, ¿no? Ahora lo subo. Vale. Pero me pone 27 de 26, o sea, tengo que pirar a uno. Tengo que moverlo a la AAA. Triple A. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Y cómo lo muevo de waivers? Aquí. Buah. De MLB que no utilice mucho. Uf, no lo sé, chico. La verdad. Joey Lucchesi. D. Stewart. Ya está. Vale, ahora creo que sí. Uy. Venga, creo que sí. ¿Ya aparece la rotación o qué? Vale, vale, ya aparece. Pues venga, joder. Venga, que nos descentramos. Vamos a cerrar esta con victoria, venga. Francisco Lindor. Venga, va. Pita Alonso también, venga. No, Ronnie Mauricio, corazón, tío. Va a jugar ahí Ronnie Mauricio.
From inside Lone Depot Park in Miami, Florida. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the New York Mets taking on the Miami Marlins. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And we got a rubber match on our hands today, partner.
Yeah, the final game of a three-game set. They've split the first two, and regardless of how important a series is within the larger picture of the season, it's a game you want to get up for. Every series win feels good, so we should see a fun
Bueno,
matchup
está
in this
siendo
one.
dura la serie, pero bueno. Estaría tan bonito acabar con una victoria. Y puede que juguemos la de Cleveland, también. Si queréis, vamos. Ahí J-Puck.
And a pitch. Swing and a miss.
No ball. One strike.
In the air, left field.
Si queréis podemos jugar la de Cleveland también.
De la Cruz settles under it and makes the catch. One up, one down. Jeff McNeil stands in. 2 for 8 in the series so far.
McNeil.
That one the other way.
Hey,
And it goes just foul. 1 out, bases empty. Fly ball to right.
Bueno, lo de siempre.
Sanchez makes the grab. Out number 2.
Pinta feo.
And now it's Juan Soto. Leading the NL in home runs to start the day. He's been a beast. And he hits a ground ball right side. Arise onto first. And the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. And now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score. Back after this on the show.
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Severino. And another ball. Two now. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Got it by him for the K.
Well, getting a good look at the pitcher here in the first inning isn't a bad thing. I know he struck out, but you can live with that as long as the other hitters in this lineup can learn something from it.
Toss to Narvaez. 2 up, 2 down. Luis Arraez stands in. So we'll see what the former batting champ can do here, Chris. That's to third, into the outfield, base hit. And that keeps the inning going. And up next for Miami, Jake Berger. First pitch misses.
1 ball, no strike.
There's a strike, 95 of that one. Arraez off of first with 2 away. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Pues eso, si queréis jugamos la de Cleveland también.
Back here at Lone Depot Park, top of the second. Here's the veteran first baseman, Omar Narvaez. As the lefty gets to work, missed with a changeup. Ball 1. And a swing and a miss there.
Otra bola, tío. Este no me gusta, este pitcher.
Washington with home plate duties in this one.
A little bit of a low zone move from Clyde. Nothing crazy though. Pitchers that work consistently down around.
Va a estar duro este partido. Vamos, Ronnie. ¿Qué haces?
Ronnie Mauricio in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1.
Oh, qué pena.
Late with the swing there.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
No tengo ni idea.
And down on strikes he goes. That's out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Brandon Nimmo.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Swing and a pop up in foul ground.
Va a estar complicado. Este pitcher parece duro, la verdad.
And we're back. And now the center fielder, Jazz Chisholm Jr. First pitch just misses.
Bola que se la inventa.
Multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, a cutter, and he works in a 2-seamer. Way high with that one. Now 2 balls and a strike. Wouldn't chase that time. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Alvarez down to first. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike. Josh Bell in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. Next offering is in for a strike. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next one just misses.
2-2.
And it's 2-2.
Oh.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
I think he might have gotten away with one right there. That was a very hittable pitch right over the heart of the plate, and I know that batter is kicking himself right now. Would like to get that pitch again. Just pulled the string on it, and the deception gets him the K.
Bien.
Julien under it and makes the grab.
Bien.
And that is the
Bueno, va a estar jodido, ¿eh?
Here's the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. The pitch. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. In his 5th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slurve, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. That one fouled off. And a pitch. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Va a estar imposible hacerle pupa a esto, la verdad.
The pitch.
Nada. No le pillo, no. No.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Out front and foul to the left side.
Una pena.
One down, base is empty. Fly ball down the line.
¿Entra?
And that's
Bien.
a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
He needed that
Yeah,
one. It's been
Francisco.
a tough stretch to the plate lately. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Stepping in, Edouard Julien. And that one fouled off. Alvarez.
Menos mal que llevaba 10 partidos seguidos habiendo hit, ¿eh? Menos mal.
0-2 now as he swings through.
Menos mal. Aquí no vamos, ni la hora te da. Ni la hora te da este pavo. Joder, qué oportunidad, tío. Es que tira muy fuerte y no, tío. No estoy con la cabeza yo centrada, la verdad. Vamos, no. Vamos. Vamos. Bien. Bien Starling, ¿eh? Starling es un RBI, ¿eh? Experto.
That's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Ahí es.
Next to hit, Jeff McNeil.
Hola.
And a pitch out, but nothing going on.
A ver las bolas.
And another ball.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, just trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. One run across in the frame so far here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Popped up. The rise. Snags it on the run.
Bueno, hemos hecho carrera, menos mal.
Run on the RBI single, and the home team down. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Christian Bethancourt. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1. Just
that's no way.
missed. Fouled off. He was late. Fastball for a strike. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Severino kicks, deals. Up the middle.
Bien, Ronnie.
Sends it to first. One up, one down. Drew Waters stands in. And that's in for a strike.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Home team down a run here in the last half of the third. That's inside.
1 and 2.
Stays alive. And the righty deals. Hammered down the line, and now maybe extra bases. Around first and hustling for second, and he's in with a stand-up double.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good.
No sé cómo será catcher al bate, pero es bastante bueno, ¿eh? Es el que me ha hecho hit todo el rato, ¿eh? El catcher de los cojones.
His timing was great. He's clearly out there throwing pitches in this situation.
Vamos.
And a swing and a miss. 2 gone now.
Venga, Luis, uno más.
Blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away
Esa bola porque te sale a ti el bolo.
other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time. Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
3 balls, 1 strike.
In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Outside corner. There's the strike.
Venga, Luis.
That's ripped into the outfield.
No llego.
That's
Me empataron.
a base hit. Here comes the throw. It's
Me
on
empataron.
line, and he scores.
Picks himself up an RBI. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes a quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
That's in there. 0-2.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you, even with pitches outside the zone.
The other way, and foul ball. Foul ball still 0-2. De La Cruz leads off first with 2 down to the inning. On a line out towards center. He's got it. That is the inning.
Con lo que nos ha costado, tío.
Pushes across a run. All even at 1 apiece.
Con lo que nos ha costado.
All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for New York, Juan Soto. Here comes a pitch. Now a fly ball to right center. Sizes this one up. He's got it. And there's 1 away.
Woo! He was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Narvaez stands in now and watches strike 1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. And there's 2 away.
Le he hecho una carrera de milagro. No le voy a hacer nada más a este. No, me tiene desquiciado, la verdad.
Just off the outside edge. 1-0. 2 outs, base is empty. Out towards
Otra
left
fly
center.
ball,
Chisholm
cojones.
makes his way towards it. Makes the grab after a long run.
No, esto está perdido, este partido.
Back here in Miami, bottom 4. Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Jake Berger. And a foul ball.
Toda la ventaja que teníamos. No.
Just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
That one just missing inside. 2-2.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
3-2 now. Fights it off. He'll see another. The wind of the pitch. Good plate appearance there. Able to take
El Luis enorme.
I don't think he really wanted to
Ha conseguido al final. Si es que lo consiguen al final.
And at the plate for Miami,
Al final lo
Jazz
consiguen.
Chisholm Jr. He's 0 for 1.
Siempre lo consiguen.
And that one fouled off.
Bueno, está aquí el partido, ¿eh?
All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That clips the corner.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
¿Qué hace?
And there's one down. Lead runner makes the turn at second.
¿Qué hace?
Here's Josh Bell. Bounced up the middle. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Se ha acabado el partido.
And now for the Marlins, Jesus Sanchez. That misses the zone. Ball 1. And a ground ball to first. They get 1. Goes to second. Safe there.
Well, that looks routine, but it hasn't been so easy for this club defensively this year. And you've got to make those routine plays behind the pitcher. Helps him to get more comfortable and move through this ball game.
And that one just missed off the outside edge. That catches the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike. Bell stands at second with 2 gone. That misses.
Sí, fuera ahora mismo de...
3 and 1.
La cabeza está fuera. Está fuera. Está fuera.
And now the DH, Drew Waters. Lifted in the air out to left. Nimmo has it sized up.
Ahora mismo está fuera.
led the inning.
No le pilla a este y voy a perder. Ya está.
Back here at Lone Depot Park. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. And here it comes. Line drive. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
There's a swing and a miss.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read. And
oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Runner tags at second, and now a wide throw to third. And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Vamos.
Left center base hit. In to score from third. We are tied at 2.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Go ahead run on base. Edouard Julien getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
1 strike.
Wouldn't chase that time.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Swings through that.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's off the inside edge. The count down 2-2.
4 bolas.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Here's the 2-2. Swings through it, and
6 bolas ha tirado. 6.
Well, this guy's been pretty
No
much
dos,
a
ni
non-factor
6 bolas
so
ha
far
tirado.
this weekend. Very little in the way of impactful at-bats and quality at-bats, and let alone contact. That's the 6th time they've set him down on strikes in the series, so no doubt frustration mounting and very high right now.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. And we're at the top of the 5th. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Me tiene desquiciado, pero desquiciadito me tiene.
Next offering upstairs. Hit in the air, right field. Sanchez pulls that one down, and that is that. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's Tim Anderson. And the pitch is outside, ball 1.
You know, these Marlins just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Kicks and deals. Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 2.
Otra vez. Otra vez me van a robar, ¿no? Otra vez. Otra vez me van a robar, sí. Así es. Otra vez me van a robar.
3-2.
Bueno.
Into center. Taylor makes the catch, and there's 1 down. Brian De La Cruz now at the plate. Close, but call the ball.
¿Dónde está la bola? ¿Dónde está la bola? Es que a mí me desespera esto, tío. Es que esto me desespera, la verdad.
Foul ball there.
He's a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
On the ground. It's through for a hit.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Timing on the swing was good.
Here comes the skipper. Now on the bump, Jorge Lopez.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
The rise. Up to bat next. Lays off for a ball.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
2-1 now. Roll to short, could be 2. Mauricio to second, that's 1. And that's quick work out of the pen. 1 batter, 2 out. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now the number 2 hitter, Jeff McNeil. And the pitch. Swing, and that ball smashed on the line. And it goes just foul.
Well, these Mets, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Here's Juan Soto. Pitch misses inside, and that is ball 1.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
¿Vamos?
Deep drive down the line.
¿Vamos?
Foul ball.
No.
Hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off.
Tío.
Here's a 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece. and stays alive. Kicks and fires.
Esa va bola y me la como, tío. Es que me tiene desesperado, tío. Me tiene desesperado y lo sabe. Me tiene desesperadito, tío.
There's a swing and a drive. Sanchez ranging back to the warning track, makes the catch. Bottom of the 6th. Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Jake Berger. Fastball for a strike, and it's 0-1. Lopez goes 6 feet 3 inches, 31 years old, and he was born in Puerto Rico. That one misses. 2-1. Righty delivers. Here's a high chopper, and he grabs it foul. Swung on, belted. That one carrying, and it's gone. Into the second deck it goes. It's 3-2. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
This one smoked on its way out of here. Let's take another look at it, but this time with the help of StatCast.
Well, this one wasn't hit that high, but
Tyler McGill on the pitch out of the pen here. He's been so good against lefties. And first offering is fouled off. The pitch in the air, left side, and that is a foul ball. 2 runs across in the inning here in the bottom of the 6th. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
1-2.
Swings and sends a rocket to right. He makes the grab. 1 down. Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
On the corner for a strike. At the belt and fires. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
Short hop liner, handled it short. Mauricio with
Dos home run en la misma entrada.
and that is the inning. But 2 runs. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Weathers. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. The pitch.
Number 60.
Fought off foul. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Andrew Nardi up and throwing. Bender getting loose as well. Ball 1 there. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
So up next for New York, Tyrone Taylor. That catches the top part of the zone. Strike 1. The Fish trying to protect a 2-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. He swings and fouls one off. The wind and the pitch. And they'll do it again.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Going 2 now. Liner, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
He went up there and got it with 2 strikes. I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there coming back in that at bat.
Pulls that one foul. The tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the last half of the seventh. Now it's the DH, Drew Waters. That's inside, and that's ball one. And a foul ball. The 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him up. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's what he definitely.
Bueno, Jorge López seguramente no vuelva a jugar en toda la liga ya.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
A ver si me acuerdo y no.
Here's the 0-2. And that's outside.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Popped up. In position. Nabs it. 2 down. 2 outs. Base is empty. Brian De La Cruz digs in now. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. And ball 1.
Been a solid inning so far in relief. Getting them through this inning only down 2 could give their lineup a real opportunity to just grind their way back into this game.
And he's got it in right field for the 3rd. New pitcher for the Marlins, Andrew Nardi. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And stepping in for New York, Edouard Julien. First pitch swinging.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
The 0-2. And a swing and a miss. And one gone.
Enorme, Julián. Eres un máquina, tío. Eres un pedazo de máquina, tío. Eres una máquina al bate, primo.
Have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
On the ground, out to short. Anderson to first. Marte retired. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil. Oh, he hit him. And that got him pretty flush. 2 outs, runner at first. Juan Soto down.
Well, that's pretty much the last thing you're looking to do with 2 outs and the base is empty. You have the opportunity to be really aggressive with that hitter. You don't want to wake up in offense, and you don't want to give a team an extra out.
That one fouled off. Tying run at the plate. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Swing and a high fly ball.
Me juego la entrada con la banda del patio. Con la banda del patio me juego la última entrada.
Bottom of the inning. Now it's going to be Luis Arias. In for a strike.
Pues es Jorge López. No va a jugar en toda su puta vida ya.
This guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the
En
at-bat.
su puta vida va a jugar.
He's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count. Well, he just went right after him there. No messing around with the off-speed stuff. Here's my fastball. If you can hit it, go for it. 3 fastballs. See you later. Definitely built your confidence out on the mound. Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Turned on it nicely, definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Righty to the plate. Got him swinging.
He was able to execute the perfect pitch for that situation. Had been pounding him with fastballs, and then all of a sudden pulls out the changeup and has good enough command to make it competitive.
Pues nada, un inning así nos condena. Una derrota de un inning. Pues eso, no volverá a jugar en su puta vida con esta camiseta. En la vida va a jugar otra vez. No volverá a pisar un campo en su vida, vamos. Ahora con la banda del patio. Estos tres son 0-3. Es que no, es que no.
Measures 6 feet even, 235 pounds, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2014. Left-hand batter waits. Hit on the ground to the right side. And that chance handled. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth. At the plate, Ronnie Mauricio. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts.
La banda del patio. Ahí está. Perfecto. Perfecto. Muy bien.
So they're down to their final out. Now, Brandon Nimmo. And a swing and a miss.
The pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing lanes and very difficult for a left-handed hitter to track.
The Mets down to their final strike.
Vale.
And that'll do it.
Mierda.
And your final 4-2.
Para jugar en su vida, vamos. Meter en su vida. Su putísima vida. Va a jugar.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the New York Mets. Okay, all set to go. Stepping in is the switch-hitting shortstop, Francisco Lindor. In the air, left field, down the line, and that drops foul. And the right-hander deals. Swinging a foul straight back. 0-2 now. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Pulled the string of the changeup. And now here's Jeff McNeil. Line drive, base hit. Just kind of slice that one into center.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more bear.
Off balance speed, there's one, but no throw to first as he'll hold on to it.
Yeah, I'm looking at his body language and he just doesn't seem like things are in sync, and the ball's just not coming off his bat the way it did earlier in the regular season.
Pete Alonso in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And that one fouled off. Soto off of first with 2 away. The pitch. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. The pitch. In the air to left down the line. Quan moving under it. Corrals it. And that is that. Stepping up for the Guardians, Stephen Quan. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0. High fly ball out to center field. Marte going after it. Brings it in. And there's one down. Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians. Fastball for a strike. 1 out, bases empty. And a foul ball. Right-hander kicks, deals. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And there are 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's Jose Ramirez. Right through there for a strike. That one's in there. And it's 0-2.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Back now at Progressive Field. Now it's the second baseman, Edouard Julien. And there's a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. And strike 2.
Qué desastre.
Mike Fillmore, plate umpire. Very consistent with his zone, Chris. Gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Berg.
Qué desastre, tío. Vaya pedazo de mierda que hemos fichado. Madre mía de mi vida, tío. Vaya pedazo de mierda.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. 1 down, base is empty. On the ground, right side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Flip to the pitcher is in time. And they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. Francisco Alvarez stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Jimenez makes the catch, and that is that. Bottom of the second, and here's the first baseman, David Fry. Right through there for a strike. That's through there for a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
And here it comes. Didn't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and that'll fall for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And here's the rookie center fielder. Fastball for a strike.
0-1's the count.
And that's off the inside edge. It's a ball and 2 strikes. No score here in the second. Inside, just missed. That one the other way. Beats the second, out there. Over to Alonso, double play. Here in Cleveland, well, here we go, top of the third, scoreless game. And here's the veteran outfielder, Starling Marte. And a big swing and a miss. Marte, a former Gold Glove winner, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. That's to third, makes the sliding stop. Throw to first, it's there, and that's a great play.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great, reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Ahí, a las manitas.
Hit to first. He steps on the bag, and then quickly 2 away. So the batting order turns over. Here's Francisco Lindor. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back there. Out of here. He made him pay for that one. Home run number 15 on the year. It's 1-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And first offering is fouled off. Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That one to first, and that chance handled. That's out number 3.
Ay, Dios.
Back here in Cleveland, set for the bottom of the third. Here's Andres Jimenez. That clips a corner. Next offering is in for a strike. And he deals. Got him.
Oh.
And 1 away.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Ramon Laureano in the box now. No balls and a strike. Foul ball there. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Set down on strikes. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
That to right. Soto gets under it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here is Juan Soto. The right-hander back to work. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. 0-1 down. Swing and a miss.
Really consistent release point. He's been able to pitch up and down and have excellent command at both locations.
Swings through that one. It's a strike.
Stood
¿Se me ha dado?
absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spinner.
It's in and out of his glove.
Menos
And
mal.
he's going to make it to first. And we'll see how they score.
Y casi ni llega.
Here's the second baseman, Edouard Julien.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And that one fouled off.
Este no batea de mi abuela, vamos.
Now a high fly
Venga,
ball
otro
out
fly
to
out.
left center.
Joder. Requisito indispensable.
He's got it.
Hacer flyouts para jugar aquí, ¿eh? Increíble,
Every
tío.
day during batting practice, these
Vaya
outfielders
pedazo de-
get about 10 minutes of balls throws in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Nimmo at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. If you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Fought off foul.
Y llega, ¿no? Claro. Ah, no.
And a pitch. That missed by a lot. Now 1-2.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Alonso off of first with 2 away. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. And we're back. Bottom of the 4th. So in now for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Reaches but can't haul it in. The throw into second, and now the tying run is into scoring position.
Waste no time there. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap, and when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing. Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hard order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. Tied him up really well with that pitch inside. Couldn't get it out of the infield, but somehow turns it into a knock. That's a thing of beauty, and some hits just don't make sense.
Comes up empty.
No ball, 2 strikes.
That one lifted to left. Nimmo has it sized up. Makes the grab. 1 away.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at bat.
Rolled to short, could be 2.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Now a great opportunity to at least tie up this game with something like a sac fly or an error in the infield, but another hit to the outfield could absolutely end it.
That clips the corner.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. He's under it. Calls it in, 2 away.
Well, that's a frustrating at bat right there. Big opportunity and just missed it. I know he wanted to do some damage. Next guy will have to pick him up.
Number 80 takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Fly ball center field. Marte really on his horse for it.
Vamos.
Got it. Really had to move for that catch. And that is the new inning getting started. Digging in, Francisco Alvarez. Rip towards
Y la
third.
coge, claro. Hombre. ¿Cómo no?
Sends it across the first. 1
¿Cómo no?
away here in the 5th. Starling Marte up to hit. Grounded out his first time. This to third.
También la coge, ¿eh? Que fiera.
Zips it
Ala.
across. And the first 2 set down to the top of the 5th. And now Brett Beatty. And the first offering is not close.
Mr. Flyout. Vale.
Drops into the glove,
Madre mía.
and that is that. Back now at Progressive Field. Leading off, Andres Jimenez.
The second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
The right-hander back to work.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
And that's off the inside edge. And 1-1. Smoke to right, but he's got it. Here's Ramon Laureano. Right through there for a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
One down, base is empty. Good job to fight that one off.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
1-2 here. Got him looking. He's got to be frustrated with that call. And next is the Guardians catcher.
The catcher, Cody.
That one outside, and that's ball one. On the ground to third. Fires across the diamond. Guardians go down in top of the 6th inning. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Bounce to the right side, and that one handled. On to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. Jeff McNeil stands in. 1 for 2. Lifted in the air, right center field. Laureano trying to get there. Makes the catch for the out. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. And next for the Mets, Juan Soto.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Foul ball. Soto measures 6 feet 2 inches, 225 pounds, and he's a former home run derby champ. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. Here in Cleveland, John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Stephen Kwan. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Lindor on the first. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. Brennan up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss. The Guardians trailing by a run here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering misses, and the count is 2-0.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make it work a little bit harder.
Let's see if he gives them anything to hit here.
Well, this guy on the mound's done a lot better than we would have expected, and the hitters just don't seem to have the right game plan. They're taking too many mistake pitches for called strikes.
Here's Jose Ramirez.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
2 down, nobody on. And a good eye there.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike. The other way, makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing for the. We go to the top of the 7th, and now the first baseman, Pete Alonso. And there's the strike.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
And a pitch. Hot shot to third. Ramirez sends it to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. So digging in, Edouard Julien. Left field.
Lo de este pibe es una cosa de locos,
Tries to make the play, but it's foul.
Lo de este pibe es una cosa de locos,
1 down, base is empty. This one lifted in the air.
Es de locos lo de este pibe, la verdad.
Falls it in for the out.
Es
That's
de
out
locos.
number 2. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. Bounce to the right, Jimenez. That ends the frame.
Bueno.
So they bring on the veteran, Brooks Raley.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Outside low, and that's ball 2. Wouldn't chase that time. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
It'll be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Ripped to third and caught.
That'll drive you crazy as a hitter if you let it. I mean, he couldn't have hit that ball more on the screws than he did, and yet he's got nothing to show for it. Hang with him. I know the feeling.
¿Qué hace?
And he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score it.
¿Qué coño hace?
Like a pretty routine play. Just couldn't get it to stick in the glove as he gets tagged with the error. Should have been 2 outs in the inning, but now they have to work around it and get 2 more. If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Here's one to first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, that was going to be a really tough one to turn 2 on, so a nice job to get the out at second right there. Hold on to the baseball. Shortstop clearly paid the price.
Rolls across the diamond, and that is that. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Eli Morgan.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
That one fouled off. Swings and misses. Slider right there. Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Sam Hentges, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Here comes a pitch. Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And another ball.
Buena.
And that liner is just barely fair
Buenísima,
for a hit.
Francisco.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one. Ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Line drive. Base
Vamos.
hit. Lead runner around second. The throw to third. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Es el momento, ¿eh?
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way.
Bueno.
You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cage.
Aquí mi primo, el flyout.
The opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Beatty swings through it for strike 1. 2 in scoring position. Nobody out. And we're the
Una
top
carrera,
of the
por favor. No pido más.
8th. Gets him to chase after that one.
Looking for some insurance.
Venga, ahora toca el flyout, ¿no?
Down in the South would say.
Insurance.
No matter how you.
And that one gets away at the plate.
Pero me da, ¿no?
And the wild
Vamos.
pitch will play to run.
Me da, ¿no?
Well, that's a big insurance run there, and it comes rather cheaply. You're trying to keep your guys in the ball game, but this won't help the cause. We'll see if that extra run ends up being a factor or not.
Wouldn't chase that time. The 2-2. Hard hit right side, and he handles it himself for the out. Sam Hentges gets handed the rock out of the pen.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid. So
Otra carrera, por favor,
handing the ball over to him.
Swinging a foul straight back. Marte
Favor.
stands at third with 1 gone in the inning.
Está Starling en tercera, por favor.
This to third. Lindor retired. And now Jeff McNeil, 1 for 3.
Necesitamos tu hit ahora más que nunca, Jeff.
fouled off. He was late.
Power
Necesitamos tu
relievers
hit,
one
tío.
after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
2 outs.
Nope. 1-1.
And a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. And it's
Oportunidad de oro perdida.
so that'll end the inning. Back here in Cleveland, Laureano comes up to hit. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
You know, these Guardians need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. Just
Ahí
one
está.
extra base hit for them, so they haven't
Ahí
exactly
está.
been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park.
Oportunidad de oro
That makes it
perdida.
really difficult to generate runs.
And next is the Guardians catcher. Way inside, gets
8
out of the
entradas
way.
defendiendo para que pase esta.
Next pitch is outside. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that's outside.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking it all the way. See if they'll walk you.
The tying run at the plate.
Dos.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So the Guardians lineup turns over. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan.
0-1.
And a pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Sneaks through. Base hit. Lead runner touches second. Headed for third. Over to third, but the throw's offline.
Bueno,
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
A new arm into the game. The righty, Edwin Diaz.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And fouled off.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
oh,
Got him! Huge strikeout there. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Jose Ramirez. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. With the go-ahead run at the plate, and Laureano in scoring position. Well struck deep right field, way back, and out of here. That should put a jolt into this home crowd. It's his 8th home run of the year. It's 3-2. Well, that swing changes things.
Yes, it does. They were in striking distance. They found a way to fight back big time. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in a spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
2 strikes.
And down on strikes he goes. That's the inning. Jose Ramirez with the homer here. Last chance coming up here. We go to the 9th, and now the right fielder, Juan Soto. The pitch. And that one fouled off.
se acabó el MB,
Everyone here understands
Ya lo aviso, ya no juego más.
just how
Esta vez sí que no juego más.
things could change.
Se acabó, ¿vale?
Kicks and deals.
Ya lo aviso, que se acabó el juego. Se acabó. Ya lo aviso. Este es el último partido que juego. Se acabó. Se acabó este juego. Ya no voy a jugar más. Ya no voy a jugar más a este juego. Lo acaba de pasar, no voy a jugar más a este juego. Por supuesto que no voy a jugar más. No, no voy a jugar más. Se acabó.
Up and in, ball one.
Right now, they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
Fought off foul. With the tying run on at first, here at the top of the ninth. One strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
All these players were able to take the lead in the bottom of the 8th and just cruise to this win, getting those final 3 outs at the top of the 9th. Excellent job of securing your home field and keeping the fans in the ball game all the way to the end. Nice W all the way around.
3-2 the final score. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Schaub. Thanks for joining us.
On 7 hits. With 1 error, they left 5 runners on base.
Acabar la serie y mañana despediros porque ya no voy a jugar más. No, yo no voy a jugar más. O sea, no voy a perder un partido así. No. No voy a perder este partido ya más. O acabo 30-21 o se acaba. Es así de sencillo. No me van a ganar un home run con 3 carreras en la última entrada. No va a pasar. 30-21 es la solución para que siga yo jugando a esto.
That one way inside. This one in the air. Puts it away for the out.
30-21.
Jeff McNeil stands in.
Que hemos perdido hasta la tercera, hasta la segunda plaza. Nada, se acabó. Se acabó.
A little bloop single. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And they put the tag on him for the out.
¿Qué hace corriendo?
And now it's Juan Soto. Comes into this one with more homers than anyone in the National League. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
Next offering is fouled back. Away to kick the pitch. That's outside, and it's 1-2. 2 out, space is empty. Swings and misses, and a nice inning of work there. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Soto makes the play, and there's one down. Will Brennan will hit next. In the air right side. That gets down for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Around second now as they still don't have it.
With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a long dart in there, and he found a way.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. And 1-2.
It's a good take.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
A swing and a soft liner. He's got it. There's 2 away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
David Fry stands in now and watches strike 1. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Swing and a miss. Slider got him for strike 3. Top of the second, and stepping in for New York, Pete Alonso. Way outside, ball 1. And a foul ball. The wind of the pitch. Foul ball there. Here's a 1-2. Stays alive. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Not even close there. And the count is even, 2-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
A pretty good break on the curveball right there. Maybe not as down in the zone as he would have liked, but deceptive enough to get that swing and miss. And if you don't catch that pitch out front on the barrel, it bears in on you pretty hard.
Allen, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 2 down. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Kicks and fires. And it's fouled away. Left-hand hitter waits. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the Mets go 1-2-3. Nothing doing for it. And we're back. Bottom half of inning number 2. Stepping up for the Guardians, Gabriel Arias. Toss to Alonso. And a quick out, number 1. And now the center fielder. And that's off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. And another ball. Time to look at our umpiring crew in this one. Kenny Jansen behind the plate.
Yeah, and expect a little inconsistency on the corners. He doesn't make any wild calls, but he does give and take there a little bit. So he doesn't have the easiest strike zone to figure out, especially as the game goes on, when you're expecting it to become more consistent.
Andres Jimenez in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Makes the catch, and that's the inning. Back now at Progressive Field. On to the 3rd inning. Here's the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. Swings through that one for strike 1. Taylor, 30 years old now, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Hard hit left side. Tosses to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd. So up next for New York, Francisco Alvarez. In the dirt, 1-0. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Quan has this one sized up. 2 down. And next for the Mets, Brett Beatty. Swing and a ball popped up. Jimenez has a beat on it and puts the squeeze on that one. And that is. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Ramon Laureano. And that one fouled off. The pitch. On the ground to 3rd. Gets it to 1st. Out. And Laureano is retired. Austin Hedges stands in. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Bounce to the left side. Beatty to first. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. Beatty drifts towards it. Brings it in. And that'll do it. Here in Cleveland, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And set to lead off the 4th, Starling Marte. Little chopper rolls foul.
Well, these Mets just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
And stepping in for New York, Jeff McNeil.
Jeff McNeil.
Pulls that one foul. The 0-1. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
Lo que no entiendo es por qué todas las divisiones son 7, 8, 10, 22 victorias y la nuestra gane hasta Cristo bendito, la verdad.
Fry takes it himself. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. Here's Juan Soto. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals.
Bueno,
The 0-2. And that one in the air center field.
Yeah.
And that's the 3rd out. And we're back. Now here is Will Brennan. And that is in for a strike. 0-1.
You know, these Guardians, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. There's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball.
Ramirez batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. And there's a foul ball.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Toss to Alonso, and a couple of quick outs. It's softly on the ground to 3rd. Whips it to 1st. 3 up, 3 down. Inning all set for the start of the inning. Here's Pete Alonso. Allen back to work. Swing and a miss, and he got him to
Madre mía de mi
chase.
puta vida.
Wouldn't chase that time.
1-1.
Swing
Otra vez en el dedo, tío. Es que me cago en la hostia. Qué desesperación, tío. No ha metido ni una bola, tío. No ha metido ni una bola, ¿eh? Ni una bola.
In the air, out towards left center. Kwan gets under it. And there's one down. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. That one fouled off.
Joder, si el Jorge estuviera aquí a la derecha, habría sido 72. Habría sido.
A little out front there as he swings through.
Oh, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
The shortstop takes the ball. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back there. On the warning track and hauls it in. Here's Brandon Nimmo.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th. Right side, Laureano settles under it and makes the grab. And that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So in now for Cleveland, Gabriel Arias.
No ball. 1 strike.
That one hit to right. Soto makes the grab, 1 down. And now the center fielder. That's in there. Strike 1. 1 out, bases empty. This one popped up. McNeil settles under this one. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now battle.
Here's Andres Jimenez.
Andres.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Foul tip. Oh, that got our umpire. And it looks like it got him upstairs. And takes low for ball 1.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well.
Got him looking. And good work there as he gets a 1-2. The wind and the pitch. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. And a pitch. That misses the zone. 1-1. Swing and a miss.
1-2.
The pitch. And another ball.
2 balls. 2 strikes.
That one drilled left field. Kwan going back, and it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. Safe at second with nobody out, and that double has the go-ahead run in scoring position.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
And fouled off. Foul back our way, and that's out of play.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Oh, and he hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. First and second, no outs. So up next for New York, Brett Beatty. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one.
Fry. There's one. Out in the face to the pitcher. It's a 3-6-1 double play.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first, and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
2 outs. Fouled off. He was late. Here's a 1-1. Swings through that one.
Comentarios. Es muy tarde y no puedo gritar ni reventar el mando ni nada de eso. Una pena, la verdad. Una pena que no pueda hacerlo. Bueno, 30-21 se acabó el Madden. Así de sencillo.
Back here in Cleveland. Well, we go bottom 6. Laureano comes up to hit. Right through there for a strike. Laureano goes 5 feet 11 inches, 29 years old, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. And he can't make the
que se le ha caído.
And he's into second with nobody out.
Se le ha caído.
Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you
No, Alan. Ya te aseguro yo que mañana verás si hay 30-21, si no, no voy a jugar más a esto. Ese partido que perdí antes no lo voy a volver a perder. Ya sé que lo he dicho hoy mucho, pero esta vez es verdad. No voy a volver, pero vamos. Más vale que gane estos 2 partidos que quedan.
Swing and a ball Ball lifted to center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Yeah, that was a
Ya te
wasted
digo yo
RBI
que vamos.
opportunity, but competitor
O
like
gano
him,
estos
he
dos
is
partidos que
looking
quedan o
forward to
no
making
sigo
up
mañana.
for it in his next at bat.
Quan in the box now. Takes strike one. Oh, that
Venga.
fastball
Muy bien.
drilled him.
Muy bien,
Two
Coral.
on, one out. And next
Muy
is
bien.
the designated hitter, Will Brennan. Fought off foul.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air.
Menos
in
mal
this
que ya
spot.
estamos cerca.
Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
With the go-ahead run standing at second, and Laureano in scoring position. Off-balance feed, there's one. Oh no, he threw it home. Here's Jose Ramirez. That one is absolutely belted.
Otra vez me va a hacer el hijo de puta este la jugada, ¿qué es?
The run comes across and the
Pero bueno.
Guardians score first. It's 1-0. A second scores as well.
Pero bueno.
And they take a 2-run lead.
Pues,
Gotta be feeling great
efectivamente.
about that double. Big spot and
Qué
he
bien, qué
drives
peso de
into
encima me quita, la
nice
verdad.
line drive to the pull side, met it out front,
Qué
and
peso
just
de encima me
stayed
quita, la
nice
verdad.
enough and ripped it into the outfield.
De no volver
Foul ball
mañana.
there. Ramirez on at second with two down.
No, no voy a ganar los dos. O sea, no voy a volver.
This one in the air,
No voy a
right
volver.
field. Soto gets under it.
No voy a
Brings it
volver.
in for the third out. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both
No
coming
voy a
on
volver.
this two-run. Back now at Progressive Field. Top of inning number 7. Now the number 2 hitter, Jeff McNeil. In the air, left
Efectivamente,
field.
no voy a
Juan
volver.
heads after it. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. Juan Soto now. Swings through that. Movement in the
Venga.
pen for the Guardians. Scott Barlow preparing to come on if needed. Stephan also throwing. That one ripped. Laureano raging back towards the wall. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Yeah, I'm looking at his body language, and he just doesn't seem like things are in sync, and the ball's just not coming off his bat the way it did earlier in the regular season.
Foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here the top half of inning number 7.
Venga, dos entraditas y dejo el juego para siempre.
Foul
Venga,
ball.
qué ganas. Qué ganas.
And he deals. And there's a ball.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Mis dos últimas entradas en el Madden. Y yo qué feliz estoy. Hemos pasado de 22-8 a 29-20.
On the ground, sneaks through, base hit, and that keeps the inning alive. And now it's Frankie Lindor.
Venga, aquí detrás, no vas a pegar el zambombazo, ¿no? Detrás tuya.
That one well upstairs, and that's ball 1. And there's a ball.
2-0.
Tying run at the plate. Into center and a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Manager out of the dugout now. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Xavier Curry.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Runner around third on his way to the plate.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Taylor in the box now, takes strike 1. And that one fouled off. So the tying run at second.
1-2.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Next pitch is outside. Now that's smacked to right center. And it's into the gap. And that'll kick off the base of the wall. One run's in. The second run scores. 3-2, they take the lead.
Oh, that's a big at bat coming through in the clutch to drive in a pair. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases.
He gets the intentional walk here, and now will force at any base with 2 gone. Left-hander out of the bullpen, Sam Hentges.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
And that one fouled off. Ground ball right side. Jimenez throw to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But 3 score in the inning. Bottom of the 7th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Gabriel Arias. Right through there for a strike.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across. This
one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Gone. And we are tied. It's 3-3.
That swing completely changes the momentum of this game, Boog.
Number 80 in the box again. Takes the strike. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Nimmo has it sized up. He's there. He's got it. One away.
Después de remontar.
Second baseman, Andres Jimenez. Flips the corner.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Smoked on the ground a second. Fires over to first. Yeah, they get the out. So 2 down now. And here is Ramon Laureano. Now fly ball to right center. Soto gets under it. That is the 3rd out of the inning. But this clutch home run gets us even again. We're tied now with welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Scott Barlow.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Marte stands in now, looks at that one inside. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Righty to the plate. There's the swing and a miss.
Well, that's that slope right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Lifted in the air down the left side, and it stays fair. One down, runner at first. Now it's the right fielder, Juan Soto. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. And a big swing and a miss.
No ball. 1 strike.
Misses the zone and he gets him to chase.
No ball.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
0-2 now. And a swing and a miss.
Bueno, me pego un puñetazo porque ya no puedo. La verdad. No puedo, muy tarde, sí.
But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him. We're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that moves the go-ahead run to scoring position with 2 gone.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Lindor swings through it for strike 1.
Me cago. Guau.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
2 on, 2 outs. And a swing and a miss. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late.
Sometimes he wears the...
Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Austin Hedges now. And a pitch.
Voy a respirar hondo.
On the
Voy a
ground,
respirar
third,
hondo.
Baden. Tosses
Voy a
across the
respirar hondo porque ahora mismo cerraba el
leadoff
directo
man
y
is
ya
out
está.
here in the 8th.
Y a la cama.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
At the belt and fires. And that one is lifted in the air, and it falls.
Muy bien.
So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Están esperando a discualificar el tren. Charles. Menos mal que esto se acaba ya, porque si no... Porque si no... No. No va a haber directo más.
Back-to-back base hits. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there. Now the go-ahead runs in scoring position, so big opportunity for them to jump ahead late.
1-1.
With the go-ahead run at third, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Here comes the skip. Adrian Hauser gets the ball now,
and he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year, typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to. Well, if he's going to do something special right here.
Oh, this pitch rides in too far. That got him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch.
These types of mistakes usually turn out to be costly this late in the ball game. Things can really slip away in a hurry.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so...
That's to third. To the plate for 1. And that's 2. Here in Cleveland, new inning getting started. Now the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1. Ball 1 there. And a count 1-2. Left-hand batter waits. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Righty delivers. Got him swinging. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Ya queda menos.
And next for the Mets, Tyrone Taylor. Hit in the air, center field.
Ya queda menos.
Grabs it on the run. And there's 2 down.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Alvarez, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Venga, ya queda menos.
All tied up here at the top of the 9th.
Qué felicidad, ya queda menos, tío. Venga, perfecto. Venga, ahora carrera me ganan y se acabó el Madden.
And welcome back to the ballpark. So bottom of the 9th, stepping up for the Guardians, Gabriel Arias.
Eso es.
Off the mark there, ball 1.
Uy.
That one ripped, but foul.
Venga, el home run, ¿eh?
Got him looking. And 1 out now. Here's other. Right side, and that chance handled. Throws to first in time, and that quickly 2 away. Here's the second baseman.
Va a ser el último, que sí, para darle más dramatismo.
That's strike one. Hauser, 31 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2011.
Vaya.
2 down, nobody on. Here the
La última bola será.
of inning number 9. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. That's the third out. Back now, and we're in extras. A new arm on the mound here at the top. Brett Beatty.
Hombre, Brett Beatty. Doble play, vamos.
And the pitch. On the ground.
Ahí está la doble play, ¿no?
And that one handled in plenty of time to first. One away in the top half of the 10th.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a hit, but at the end of the day, it's a good at bat, especially when you're playing extra innings.
Ahí está.
Marte goes after that one for
Desquiciado.
strike one.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run.
Desquiciamiento.
Runner on
Puro y duro.
third, one gone.
Venga. Y desquiciamiento, perfecto. Menos mal que ya queda menos. Venga, que ya queda menos. Ahí está. Perfecto. Enorme. Enorme. Enorme.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boo. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
The 1-2. And another ball.
2-2.
Bounced out to short. Lindor on to first. One out in the bottom of the 10th.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Hedges in the box now. Takes strike one.
Ball
Good eye
one.
by Hedges.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Out to short. Base hit into the outfield.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. Really important at bat coming up now.
2 on, 1 out. And a count 1-2. Right-handed reliever. Just off the inside edge.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Base hit into center field.
Por fin se acabó el Madden. Perfecto. Se acabó el